Hello and welcome to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. This is Jeff here, and today we are starting the mock of the Daily Bugle using 10 Daily Bugles. So let me start off by saying that this has to be done for my show in June. So we're going to do it every Friday till we're done. And we're starting off with a nice pallet here. This is a double mills plate. It is 64 by 64 studs. And it is going to take a while to get this done. Let me just go ahead and I am playing musical space here, and that's because, well, there's just so much going on here. So let me go ahead and I'm just going to start up here.
Where's Mayo at?
I'm not sure. Mayo should be here because he's got administrative rights to my StreamYard. And let me double check my Instagram here, make sure he hasn't tried to get a hold of me. No, he has not. I don't know. All right, I just sent him a message, so hopefully he'll respond here. So, anyways, how you guys doing today?
I went to work and came home. Hey, Jenny. How you doing today? How you doing today, Richard?
Oh, hey, Miss Chip, how you doing? Is that all? Is all bricks count? Is that Richard?
Yeah.
All right.
He's from the Toronto area.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for being here. Thanks for taking time out of your evening. As always with these buildings, the first little bit isn't exactly too exciting because all we're doing is kind of doing the sidewalk section, laying out the foundation of this. But it'll get exciting, I promise. I'll tell you what, we had a little more excitement than I can handle here. It's almost May, and we got an inch of snow today.
Yeah.
All right.
So what?
Oh, go ahead, man.
You can go ahead.
I was going to say, I'm playing musical space here because this table's not that big, and so I'm going to be grabbing pieces from all over to make this happen. And let's see, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
Rich, all bricks counts. Wonder where you're at. Where you're located?
Oh, I'm in southeastern Idaho. You're in Toronto. All right. So you're a little north of me.
Little northwest of you.
Oh, there he is. Hey, Mayo, how you doing?
Hi. It took me a while to figure out how to switch StreamYard accounts.
All right. Well, I'm glad you're here.
So am I.
You should invite Marco.
Who's that? I'm sorry.
Mayo.
I don't know who that is.
I was just confusing with somebody.
Well, let me start off. I'm gonna redo my opening bit just because Mayo has just hooked up to his channel, and they missed out on the first part. Basically, I'm building this because I've been wanting to build it. The first thing first. Second of all, when I go to these shows, I like to have as many custom buildings as I can. And we've got the lug I belong to, we've got 2 shows coming up in June. And so I want to have this done before the show in June so that I can display this. This is a double high mills plate, and it's 432 plates, so it's 64 by 64 studs. And we're going to use every last little bit of it too.
Mayo, all bricks count says Shazam Mayo.
Yeah, hey.
And I can't see comments too well because I'm over another screen. So I've got, for those who are wondering, I'm using what's called LeoCAD. And I spent most of my week drawing up the plans for this.
I got an Indiana Jones set today.
Yeah, what do you think of it, man?
It's something a little bit different.
Now tell them which one you got.
The fighter plane one. Hey, what do you think about the Ninjago City Markets leak?
You know, if that is true, I'm buying it because I have the Ninjago City. I missed out on the harbor, but I've got the city one, so I would like to have the second one if it's true that it's coming out. But the thing is about these leaks is that they usually are correct. They usually are coming out. So Mayo, is that one you're interested in getting, or?
I'm not interested in the Ninjago modulars.
Okay.
I own the Ninjago City Gardens because I bought a Ninjago lot off of my friend who needed to
Hi,
pay
John.
for child support that I'll be building at 700 subscribers.
Okay, fair enough.
Other than that, I'm not interested in the Ninjago modulars at all.
So basically what I've done is I've taken the original Daily Bugle and I put on steroids. So there's going to be, I am not going to do the Green Goblin smashing out of the window. If you've ever been a part of these shows, that's the last thing you want is something like that hangs off a building. Because I guarantee it's going to come off in transport. So as little of those as I can do, I'm going to do.
Now, I'm just checking some things right now, and it looks like the way things have been configured, this live stream isn't on my channel right now.
Let me go over there and check. I'll check on my
So
phone.
I guess I also have to be paying for the same level that you are on StreamYard for that to happen.
Ooh. Well, it's Mayo Hosko, right?
I'm guessing I also have to be paying for the same level on StreamYard that you are for that to happen.
You still here, Richard?
Yeah, I don't see it on your channel. You're right.
Yeah.
Well,
So
shoot.
You learn something new every day.
Oh, okay. Well, sorry about that.
Wait a minute. I think I know why. I think I know why. It's because you have to add my channel as a destination. That's probably why.
Okay, well, let's see what I can do here.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can walk you through the process. Because you're going to want to latch onto my viewers in the future.
Yeah, I'm trying to see if I can.
So go to the home page on StreamYard.
All I hope it doesn't get rid of me. Well, here, I'm going to open up a separate tab. How's that?
Yeah. Open up a separate tab.
Okay. Ooh. It's not letting me do anything to it because it's already going. There's no option except to invite guests.
No, what you do is you open up the home page of StreamYard as a separate tab, not this live stream, but the StreamYard homepage.
Yeah, it's asking me for your login for YouTube, which I can't do right now.
Yeah, so I can give you my login for YouTube privately.
Oh, that's right. We've got yes. If you want to send it to me through Instagram.
So
real
what?
quick.
No, yeah. So what login does it need?
So okay, let me look at it again. Sorry, I closed out of it. Okay, StreamYard. Destinations, add a destination, and then when I click YouTube channel, it says email or phone to your YouTube, and then I know it's going to ask for the other the password.
Yeah, everyone knows my email is mayohosko@gmail.com for all business inquiries. That's where you can contact me.
Okay.
Yeah, I forgot you had to set up the destinations.
Okay. Well, if you want to send me the password privately,
Yeah,
I'll
I'll send you the password
oh,
privately. I've got to change a whole bunch of passwords anyway because
okay.
I need to update them. And also, I'm not 13 years old anymore.
Oh, you're not? I'm just kidding.
No, I'm 22. No, sorry, I'm almost 22, so that password is so outdated right now.
Well, you see, I'll make a small confession here. Mrs. Chip asks me a lot, how old am I when I say stuff that's immature? And my response to that is always, I'm old enough to know better, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, I just sent you it on Instagram.
Okay, I see. So is it? It's not the last word because last word's password. That's not part of the password, right?
Is it
No.
Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
No, it's
7,
not.
8?
Well, when it comes to Spaceballs, it was. What's the combination to the atmosphere? Ooh, no, I didn't like it. Let's try it again. Try that. Okay, so it says sent a new notification.
Oh yes, I just got something confirm. I just got a confirm whether you're signing in message. I might have to click that before you can go through. Let me open up my email. Okay, it's not letting me confirm anything. Try do it again and let me bring up that notification.
Okay, I'll say resend it. There you go.
Yeah, I have to confirm whether you're whether I'm logging in, i.e. you, on my Google account. And also, did you know? Well, I'm sure you've done community posts before.
I actually have not.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, in the future, you should probably do a community post that this is your new regularly scheduled live stream.
Okay.
Yep. in the future because you've only got 2 viewers right now. And this is taking a while. Why is it taking a while?
So what are you gonna do tonight, Jeff?
Tonight, I gotta go to bed early because I need to head down to IKEA tomorrow, and that's an hour and a half away from me. I don't have any more room for my helmets, my Lego helmets. I've got them on a shelf in the living room, and unfortunately, ooh, what happened here? All right.
Unfortunately, it's being too slow right now.
All right, so let me 8. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of weird using this this LeoCAD thing. I had a lot of trouble getting used to it because I wasn't sure how it worked. And then let's see, what is that? 5. So
yeah,
it was
unfortunately, this is just too slow right now for me.
okay.
So we'll have to figure out that broadcast at that broadcast destination at a later date.
Okay. Well, I am sorry it didn't work out the way that I thought it would.
Yeah, I only just remembered anyway. Yeah, and also on your Instagram, what you can do to also drum up viewers is do a countdown.
Okay.
On Instagram stories. Put the hyperlink to your live stream and then do the countdown feature. They'll get notified when the countdown ends.
Okay. I'll take a look at that. They say you learn something new every day, but you're teaching me a lot in one day.
Yeah.
Not a bad thing.
Because I'm
By no
all
means.
up to scratch with this stuff. And people that don't do regularly scheduled content aren't.
Yeah,
And
part
I'm
of the
going to get
problem.
pins and needles because I'm just sitting here and my hand isn't getting a lot of blood flow to it. I need to get the blood flowing through my hands.
Well, I don't know if you guys saw my introduction video announcing this. I will not be using a lot of the minifigures that came with the set in here because I want this to be more of a true office building than like the superheroes.
Yeah, you should definitely look into selling the extra minifigures that you don't need.
Yeah, I have been looking at that because recoup some of my money from doing all this, but it's not too big of a deal for me. The way I operate, I pay cash for everything, so I've already pretty much. I'm not trying to say anything bad, but I've already taken the hit for it, if you know what I mean. All right, let's see. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Let's fast forward this baby a little bit. All right.
Well, my arm just won't quit right now.
What's it doing?
It's got pins and needles.
Your whole arm or your hand or?
Really, everything below my elbow. So I'm trying to move it as much as possible to get the blood flowing through it. and it's exhausting.
So just out of curiosity, in Australia right now, I imagine you guys are having similar weather to us because we're spring, you're fall.
Yeah, April and October are the big crossover periods where the weather is most similar between the northern and the southern hemispheres.
Yeah.
That's why so much sport happens in April and October.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's one thing. When I lived out in California, in high school, I was in on the soccer team, and I always loved the fact that it was in the fall because it wasn't so hot.
Yeah, compared to when the Major League Soccer season starts, which is in the summer.
Well, that always
this
helps.
won't quit. So I see you doing a lot of tiling right now. Is that black and white checkerboard for the entrance?
Yes, it is. It is definitely for the entrance, and then on the inside, we're gonna have a big waiting area, little reception area over here, and I think if I remember right, I went with like 5 elevators, if I remember right, instead of just the one.
You're gonna go with 5 elevators?
Yeah, because they're the false elevators with the false doors on them.
Yeah, but even still, doesn't that kind of seem a little too much?
It doesn't to me. I mean, it's a big building and it's going to be several floors, so just kind of imagined it that way. And I am at my first time needing to leave the table. I'll be right back, but I'm going to be right here in the room.
Yeah, so if anyone hasn't realized, a Chip Off the Old Block Toys and myself have formed a partnership because he inquired about accepting me to his StreamYard account, and so I did so. And so if you're not following the both of us on Instagram, you wouldn't realize that if you haven't watched his video that he posted or that he uploaded earlier this week about our partnership, you wouldn't know about that. But definitely stay tuned for a Chip Off the Old Block Toys every Friday night at 8 p.m. Eastern for his 1 hour pre-show before my live streams, which is called Real Whole Egg.
And I love the name of that.
We're gonna have a lot of fun together. Jeff is busy working on his Daily Bugle mock, and I'm busy doing whatever Lego I want to do. And hopefully we can get 10 more subscribers before the end of the month, which is my birthday, because that means I'll be at 550, and that's when I'm going to be building the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Awesome.
So if you're not already subscribed to the Mayo Hosko channel, definitely go do so. Only 10 subscribers away from building the Daily Bugle.
You mean the Sanctum Sanctorum?
Yes, the Sanctum Sanctorum.
Sometimes I think I have egg on my face.
Sometimes I know I do, but I don't care. It's just like what I tell Mrs. Chip. I'm old enough to know better, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah, and so Yeah, so eventually what we'll do is we'll figure out how to make my YouTube channel a destination in Jeff's StreamYard so that this live stream can be streamed to both of our channels at the same time, and hopefully Jeff can get some new subscribers off of that, and more people will realize, hey, this guy is really talented at building buildings for a lug convention style Lego city, and oh, this guy does live streams. Yes, let's subscribe to him. That's the goal.
I appreciate that plug. It was shameless. I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, people say I'm the king of shameless self promotions. I just say I'm a good marketer.
Oh, you know what? I think I've said this before, and just to clear the air, I don't care if you do promote yourself on here. I hope you do. Because I tell you what, I know some YouTubers that get really protective and they say stuff like, oh, this is my channel, whatever. You know how I feel about it? I've learned from watching the analytics that I have subscribers that will only watch shorts. And then I have other subscribers that will only watch a video. And then I've got some that will only watch a live stream. So in the end, there are so many different types of people watching videos out there. And by the way, there's people who watch all three of them, that there is no competition. There really isn't. You know, some people like city, some like space, some like trains. It's just, there's so much to it. So.
And my HP laptop is forever doing updates.
Well, you know what HP stands for, right?
Hewlett and Packard.
Oh, no, it's horse poop. And Mayo, there's a story behind it. I just don't say that. This has probably been 15 years ago. I bought a brand new HP desktop, and I was so excited. I got it home, and it kept crashing on me. So I called up HP like the next day because they weren't open when I opened it up. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and anyway, I ended up calling them the next day, and they had me wipe out my machine. So I did, and this problem continued. Anyway, I went back and forth with them for months, and they finally sent me another computer. And the next computer they sent me had the same exact problem. It just kept crashing on me. And so I called them up again, and I'm like, look, and they gave me the runaround. Oh, you gotta wipe it out and reboot it, and all. So I did all that again, and finally they sent me another one out. It didn't crash, but it was a refurbished machine, which kind of really ticked me off because I bought a new one. I don't want refurbished. And they gave me a refurbished machine, and it wouldn't connect to the internet, but it didn't crash. And so once again, I had to call them up and, hey, look, guys, it's not working. And well, they ended up sending me another one. By that time, I was so frustrated with HP that I took the new one that they sent me, and everything worked on it. But I had already bought another desktop, different brand. And I shipped it to my nieces and nephews out in California because it was right on Christmas time. And I said, Merry Christmas to y'all. So.
Well, the reason why mine's been giving me trouble is because it's 8 years old.
Yeah, and that's understandable. Any computer at that age is going to struggle. So, yeah, you're right. It's not necessarily the computer itself. So.
Yeah, because I remember the day I bought it at Harvey Norman, which is an Australian equivalent of a Best Buy.
Okay.
And it was such a great day because when I got it home, I was amazed how lightweight it was. The keyboard lit up, and it was touch touchscreen. But nowadays, it only gets to like 35% charge, and then it doesn't want to charge anymore. And also the memory has been so consumed by stuff that I've had to put stuff onto my SSD drive just to have it not be slowed down by so much memory on it.
Yeah.
So it has been an absolute workhorse getting me through the end of high school and into university. But there's no way I'm going to go to grad school with this hunk of junk. I've got to get myself a new HP before I go to grad school.
Have you ever considered getting Dell or something like that?
I trust HP, which is why they're my preferred. Just like how I trust New Balance shoes.
Oh, I love New Balance shoes, man. But yeah, you remember those old commercials? Dude, you're getting a Dell.
Probably not because I don't live in the US and I'm only 21 years old.
How's work today, Jeff?
Work was pretty good. It was busy, which made the hours go by really quick. For those who don't know, at my job, I support accounts payables. I'm the system analyst for them. And so anything that goes wrong with AP files, AP check runs, you name it, it's my job to fix it. And most of the time, I really don't have a whole lot to do. And that's because honestly, if things aren't breaking, I don't need to do anything. But today was one of those days where, well, I was blessed with a few problems. So I had some stuff to do to work on it. And it does make the day go by quicker because I don't like sitting around just waiting for something to come through. So definitely not a complaint that there was stuff to do today. It was actually kind of awesome. So
Mine was all right. But bunch of Taylor Swift fans came through
oh, what is she having a concert there or something?
in Houston.
Oh, okay.
And my day's just starting. Literally, the first thing I did this morning was I woke up to do some Forge of Empires. Then I went back to bed. Then I woke up again and I came on to here.
Well, so you might ask, why am I leaving a space back here? And that's because, like a true skyscraper, it needs a back alley because that's where all the dumpsters are going to be and stuff. So,
And that's where the dumpsters are in the actual set.
I think they are, yes, but they don't give you that much room. I want enough room to have the 10 stud wide garbage truck come through here and get the dumpsters. So that's why I'm doing it the way I am. It was intentional. Not only that, I want this thing to be really tall. So that was part of my reasoning for it. Let's see, 1, 2.
And I know that, and you can tell that it's a mock because you're building it on a 48 by 48 base plate instead of 32 by 32.
It's actually 64 by 64.
Oh, is that 4? Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, it's
it just looks smaller on camera.
that's what my wife's always telling me about. I don't understand what that means.
I think it's because of the depth perception of the camera lens.
How's Enzo doing?
Enzo's been doing a lot better. A good friend of mine, Tim, he's a truck driver, and Tim stopped by this week, and he was right at his point where he couldn't drive anymore and be legal because you can only drive 10 hours a day as a CDL truck driver. So he got a hold of me and says, "Hey, can I stop at your place? Because that'll be about my 10 hours." And I've known Tim for years, so I didn't care. So he stopped by, and Tim's really good with dogs. And I told him about the trouble I was having with Enzo. And he said, I had a dog like this once who was scared of everything. He said, this is what I did. And so I've been trying it, and it's been working out. He says that he talks to the dog in a higher pitched voice and acts excited even when he's not. And I've been trying that with Enzo. And not that I'm trying to be gross, just being real. Enzo stopped peeing all over the place. Like he used to be so scared when I tell him to go outside, he'd pee on the floor if he went outside. And I mean, I don't hit him, but it really bothered me because it was like, I don't want to be cleaning that up. So anyway, with Tim's advice, I've been acting excited and talking to him in a higher pitched voice. And amazingly, ever since Tim was here on Tuesday and today's Friday, Enzo has not peed on the floor once. So I'm very excited about that because I tell you what, man, I ain't got time to keep cleaning up 3 or 4 times a day. And not only that, if you don't spray it and catch it right away, which I always do, it starts to smell. And that's a pet peeve of mine. I don't want people to come into my home and instantly smell that I've got pets, if you know what I mean. I think that's gross.
We have a cat that used to vomit on the floor.
Oof.
And that was not pretty.
No, and cat vomit and cat pee smell so bad. Oh man. And speaking of that, I think I've told you guys about Max. And he's been sick. I've taken him to the vet, and he has lost some weight, but Max is still sick. And I don't know. I mean, I love the cat, but I don't think he's going to be around much longer because he just keeps having issue after issue. And he's way too big. I mean, the vet said he should have been, that his frame, he should be about 12 pounds. And at one point, he was 22 pounds. So you can't.
Oh, wait, hang on. Yes, I can highlight comments on the screen as a co-host.
Oh, cool. And I'm sorry, guys, I can't see the comments.
Yeah, so I can be that guy while you're building.
I'd appreciate that.
Craig Bess Weatherwick. No, sorry. Craig Bess Best Way the Rick says, hey, been looking forward to this. I started my own Lego City with my little boy. We just built the Jazz Club and a mock for it from Rebrickable. That's nice. I have been building the Jazz Club modular on my live streams. And I know some other people on Twitch who have also been building the Jazz Club modular. So if you want to see me building the Jazz Club modular, then definitely go and subscribe to the Mayo Hosko channel. Okay, I'm glad I got that right, because when I see multiple words joined together as someone's last name, it does take a while. So Bess Weatherwick. Okay, got it. And I'm getting pins and needles again. This is not good.
Well,
I don't know the context, but John said $240 at least. Not sure what that context is. And apparently the weather was good in Toronto today.
Well, Mayo, might I suggest something about the pins and needles? Do you have any wrist braces with the metal that kind of immobilize your hands?
No, we don't have those. All I really have to do is I just have to clench my fists over and over and over again, and the blood goes to it.
Well, so there's a reason why I was suggesting it. I mean, here in the States at Walmart for like $20, you can pick one of those things up. If you sleep with that on, your hands will probably quit doing that. Because I had that problem years ago, and I started sleeping with that because the doctor told me to, and cleared right up. It took the first night I slept with it on and woke up. It was like, oh my goodness, my hand actually feels like it slept too. It feels rested. It felt really good. So if you can, I would do that.
It's only a minor inconvenience, so that's why I've never bothered to see a doctor about it.
So we're doing the huge waiting area. We're going to have 3 newspaper stands here. We're going to have one thing that the original does not, and that is I have to have pillars in the middle to hold the next several levels up. So we'll be doing that.
I think someone's got themselves a long weekend.
Who's that?
Your wife
Oh, why is that?
says, "Sorry, Saturday, John. Long weekend for me. Long."
Yeah, she's now that she's been in Korea for a couple months, things are really picking up on her responsibilities and what she has to do at work. And yeah, she has been being kept very busy. I do not envy her at all.
Okay, I think my computer finally finished doing its Windows updates. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and transfer a file to StreamYard.
Well, let me
So
ask you. Let me
I'll do
ask you this
next.
much. What is your theme tonight on your live stream coming up right after this?
I'm going to be doing some mocks with trying to use the rest of the pieces I have left over from the 90th anniversary castle, and then I'll be able. Then I think I'm going to build one bag of the jazz club.
Okay.
Something just happened. What was that? That was not a good noise.
That felt good.
So, Greg, what are the sets you got coming in the mail?
Just that Indiana Jones set.
Okay.
I'm hoping to get that Titanic either for my birthday or Christmas.
Yeah, the Titanic. That's a pretty good one, man. My friend Jim got that one. I don't think he's built it yet, but yeah, he's got it. All right. So we got the waiting area done.
How you like those midget wrestling?
Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. Thanks for bringing that up. Midget wrestling was absolutely awesome. That stuff is so fake, but it was also so funny. So we sat in the front row. We got ringside tickets, which they were kind of pricey, but that's okay. We only live once. And we had a guy sitting right next to us that did not realize it was fake. He was over there screaming at the refs, "That was a bad call. That was an illegal move." And I'm sitting there just laughing my butt off because I'm like, "Hey, buddy, this isn't real, you know?" So my friend Jim and I, we had a good time listening to that guy go off and get upset about things that just you shouldn't get upset about. So
Because long-time wrestling fans find it hard to believe that there are some wrestling fans who don't know it's actually fake.
well, I've been watching wrestling since a teen. I started off with the WWF, if that tells you anything.
Yeah.
I don't think WWF.
There's
even
a
exists
weird.
anymore.
I'm sorry, but there's a weird buzzing noise in the background.
Oh, there is. Do you hear it, Greg?
It's like someone's humming.
Don't look at me. I'm eating.
Okay, I'm not hearing it at all.
I hope I'm not hearing things. Anyone in the chat, let me know if you also just heard that. Something was like,
Oh,
it was just it just kind of threw me off guard.
well, I can't believe it. I Mrs. Chip. She's not here.
Tell me more about midget wrestling.
So I liked it a lot because it was very they knew how to work the crowd, and they got the crowd into it, and it was really cool because during this one match, this guy was losing, and it just like the WWF, people who already wrestled came out, joined the fight, and before you knew it, there was like 10 dwarves in there fighting each other, and it was a big mayhem, and they pulled out a tin trash can and started hitting people with it, and it was just so fake, but I don't know, man. I enjoyed it, and the people that we sat next to were really nice. The one guy I said was kind of weird, but on the other side of us was a couple. They were newly married. We talked to them for a little bit, and I thought it was funny because she was not into wrestling at all. She was just doing it because, she's trying to support her husband, which made me think about Miss Chip. I'm sure she feels that way about Lego, but then again, she started collecting them. So hopefully, after a few years of marriage, he can convert her over to watching wrestling. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna do some of this right here.
At least you got your laws in.
Yeah. Some of my mom, she saw the video I posted on Facebook, and I know you saw it, Greg, because you commented on it about the guy doing the flip off the top rope.
Yeah.
My mom asked me why in the world I'd waste my time watching something like that, and all I could do was just laugh because I thought it was funny. I didn't go there because I thought it was real. I went there to be entertained, and I was entertained. So, mission accomplished for me.
Jim was only joking.
Oh, was he on here?
No, you told me he was only joking about all that. And you were serious about all that.
Oh yeah, we were kind of, well, when you get Jim and I together, sometimes it's not a good combination. We started kind of stoking the guy's ego next to us by a couple times. We imitated him and we're like, oh yeah, that was a bad call, ref. And the guy was like, yeah, I know. You need new prescription there. It was just funny because we kind of got the guy going a little bit on purpose. But if you know Jim and I, that's just how we are. We tend to. I think we've been friends for so long. I don't know which one. I don't remember which one of us is the bad influence anymore. So I'm going to try to enclose this side over here since since I already built this little section right here.
And I'm going to open up my stream so that I can go live immediately after this.
Okay.
Because it's only 10 minutes away now.
Yeah. So I'm not criticizing Australia at all when I say this. It's just what I heard from the news, and I'm saying this as a matter of fact, not as a judgment. I heard that Australia had some of the more tougher lockdown restrictions during the pandemic. Have those eased up over there?
Hell yeah.
Okay. And again,
that literally only existed for one year, and the media blew it way out of proportion.
okay.
I'm talking about the international media.
Yeah, and yeah, I kind of figured it might be some of that going on, because I know that when you watch the news, depending on what network it is, you have to account for a certain BS percentage. Unfortunately, some news channels are about 75% BS, where some are only 25, and some are 50-50. But yeah, you have to take that BS factor in there.
So in my eyes, 95.5.
Well, I'm sorry you've experienced that. No, I'm just kidding. I agree. And speaking of news outlets, and this has nothing to do with BS, I don't know if you guys heard, but BuzzFeed filed for bankruptcy. They're going under.
Really?
Yeah, I saw that today. So
Get woke, go broke.
I've heard a lot of that, Greg, but I've never. I mean, I'll be honest. I'm not. I don't know. I watch news sort of. I don't really watch it all that much. I do watch it enough to know what's going on in the world, but I don't like the fact that it seems like every news outlet is trying to tell me how I should feel or think about something. Just report the facts and let me decide how I feel about it.
I didn't even know people still read a BuzzFeed.
Well, that's why they're going under. Sorry. I had to say that. I have no idea. I don't like I said, I never really watched their stuff or read their stuff, so I can't speak either way towards it.
A quote from a great man said, "Everything woke turns a dung."
I remember that quote. Yeah. So I'm thinking about doing a live stream tomorrow morning, because I owe you guys some videos on the city. Now, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it because I'm in a time crunch. If I can get out to the shop this evening after this and I can set up my pieces for it, I will do it. If not, I did do the video of making Commander Cody's helmet. It is edited. I have a video bank where I try to have a couple videos in advance just in case I get sick or in case, something happens and I can't, I could just post a video. So, if I'm not able to do the live stream, I will release that one. And if not, then Sunday morning will be my live stream for that, for the city. But Sunday's going to be a busy day for me. I've got the family dinner. That's a monthly thing that we do. And we're going to a Mongolian barbecue, which I've never been to. So sounds interesting already to me.
I'd be like Mr. Chang. God dang Mongolians, they always busting my wall.
I've never heard that before. But yeah, my if you've seen my waistline, I don't complain about the food I eat. I think it shows. Something? I'm really surprised this has taken as long as it has, this building, because I was afraid that I didn't go far enough into the instructions. I thought I'd be scammering for things to do, but no, it looks like I got more material than I got time. So I
Mm.
guess that's good.
Yeah, because we're 4 minutes away from ending this thing.
Correct, we are. So, but I wanted to at least. Oh, I guess I should have been watching. That's not even on the camera. So I've been doing this wall right here because this is the outer wall, and because I have the waiting area done, I can enclose this. I am doing a couple vending machines here. The set only came with one. I think I've got 4 there, maybe 5.
Hey. You
Hey,
know
what?
Blazing Saddles is on HBO Max.
I'm surprised they're showing that because, I mean, I like the show, and growing up, I saw nothing wrong with it. But today, with political correctness, I could think of at least a few scenes that people are going to be upset about. But anyway, I won't mention what they are because I don't want to get banned from YouTube. Have you ever seen Mayo? Have you ever seen Blazing Saddles?
No.
It's a very goofy sort of movie.
It's a Western.
Yeah, it's a Western with some really odd humor in it.
It's like Spaceballs but Western.
Yeah, basically. That's a good way of putting it.
Also, can you please make me a moderator so that I can go get the link to post it up in the chat?
Let's see, how can I? Let me see if I could do that here. Oh, come on, let's see. Go to there. Yes, continue on YouTube, please.
And I got a text message that Google blocked you from using my password, so we're going to have to find a way to figure that one out.
Okay. Well, you won't hear double anymore. I just made you a moderator. So
yeah.
Well, I think when I'm done with this little tower here, I'm going to end it. But I do want to end by saying thanks for those who've been here. Hit the like button, subscribe. Look forward to next Friday night, same time, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we will hopefully have all the bugs worked out and have Mayo be a part of it on his channel as well. But I do appreciate you guys being here. Be good to each other and stay safe out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.
Let me go and get